All right, we're here with Coach Kevin Urbanek, head coach of the Boling Bulldogs. Just kind of talk about how the summer went for you guys. You guys had off-season workouts and plus 7-on-7.
Yeah, we did. We started with 7-on-7. I think we started before school even got out and we hosted a league here that we do every year.
Right.
We did it for 2 weeks, so we got 4 games in. And then hit the summers. I gave summer workout. I gave them the first week off after school was out, and then we went at it all the way till July 4th week and gave them that week off, and then came back for the last 3 weeks. Numbers were great. Kids showed up just like always. We get them in, get them out. They work hard. Every Wednesday evening we would have our skill or our football specific. Majority of our kids are here. Usually if they miss, it's because they're out of town on vacation. But super pleased with the turnout this summer as always, and just ready to get going in football now.
Some thoughts on last season. You guys made it to the second round. What did you think about last year?
Oh, I mean, it was a great year. We were a couple plays away from into the third round, and
Right.
the post that beat us by 8 ended up losing the state championship. So we had our chances. But all in all, very successful year. That senior group was a great group of leaders. But yeah, I mean it was a fun year, and but now it's time to move on to the next one.
Well, I know, like you mentioned, you had a big senior class. What are some offensive and defensive returners that you have coming back?
We lost our whole offensive line. We're returning our tight end Derek Hippler. Kyler Sweat, he plays F for us. Sometimes he'll play like our H back. Nathan King, he played some tailback last year. But that's the main guys. Chard Hayes was in the mix, defensively and offensively. As far as starters, that's what we have coming back offensively. Defensively, we've got a couple more starters coming back. Nathan King was our safety; he'll be our safety again. Manuel Cavarubius will be out there somewhere in the secondary as an outside linebacker. Jarrett Garcia, Sebastian Tovar, we moved him inside this year. Hippler and Lunford, they're going to be our ends. The Devereaux twins will be our tackles. So we're not replacing near as much on defense, but offensively we're having to replace a lot. And it's just guys that haven't had Friday night experience. They were up there last year. They just didn't have they weren't playing. They weren't our starters. But it's just next man up and let's get going.
While replacing so many people, are there maybe positional battles that you're kind of looking at?
I think just offensive line wise, all 5 of those spots are open. There's 6 or 7 guys that are competing for that starting spot.
Okay.
If we can find some one-way starters, like we may be able to have our 2 defensive tackles may be just defensive guys if we can make it work. The corners, the secondary positions, the corners are up for, that's a battle going on. And then, there's 4 guys competing for the 2 spots inside right now.
You've brought in a new defensive coordinator. Just kind of talk about him, what he brings.
Yeah, Coach Miracle, he brings a lot of experience. He's been doing this a long time. He's been an athletic director all the way from 2A to 5A. Spent a lot of time in the Fort Worth area. But his experience he's been around it all. So he's going to be a big asset to what we want to do defensively.
Just some thoughts on district, what y'all guys are going to be going through this year.
I mean, it's going to be another tough district. Every district game is going to be a battle. I don't think I can look on the schedule and say, hey, that's the easy one. I think 1 through 4 is up for grabs right now.